Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on November 13th or 14th, 2025. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm only giving you the date so that you know I do not repost, okay? Every single video I do is fresh, and I delete my old videos off my hard drive, okay? Never to ever be reposted again unless somebody, takes my work from my channel. Anyway, it's a different story. If you like to hang out and chat with other people, I post 2 fresh videos every day, but one of my videos, at least one of my videos, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Florida time in the US, that video comes with a live chat, and we get in there and we hang out and we support each other. That's the community that we are building, regardless if the video resonates or not. We have a live group of great people in there every single night. Okay, every single night, 365 days a year. Okay, until the divine determines otherwise. Okay, but as long as I'm able to do that, my physical able body, I will. Now, I channeled a song for you guys, but before I do get into all that, I want to be the first person to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thanks so much for being here. You see that? It's a warrior. It says warrior. And I knew that I was on point, on the money, when I channeled the song I channeled, because it's an 80s song. I have to look it up. I do not know who sings it, but I keep hearing the warrior. I'm breaking down the walls of heartache. I am the warrior. All right, there is a warrior spirit here. Okay, now I thought maybe it was, maybe it's your spirit guides. I don't know. Maybe it's a warrior. Maybe you're the warrior. Okay, but these came out in the pre-shuffle, and that's why I wanted to show them to you, because the literal first card that came out in my pre-shuffle was the warrior. So like I said, I knew I was on point. And then we got the fish. For me, fish is always abundance. Money. Maybe it's a sign. Okay, maybe it's a sign if you keep at something, all right, you're going to have this. Or maybe this warrior person has money. Okay, but I keep hearing I am the warrior, victory is mine. That's in the song. I want to say Patty something is, I don't know. I was a kid. I just remember hearing that song. I'll try to find it, but it's I am the warrior, shooting down the walls of heartache, bang bang, I am the warrior. So even someone could be building themselves up, but I do feel there's very, very brave energy here. Somebody might have had a dream. We have seer in the reverse, and we have snake in the reverse. Okay, so somebody might have seen something in a dream, because this literally says dream, and it's like a little dream catcher. So maybe somebody even has a dream and they get some sort of motivation, and it's, somebody's got victory on their mind though. And it does seem like it's associated with money. All right. So that came out in the pre-shuffle. I want to bring some more if anything else wants to come out. This is the Ancestors deck. So however you might resonate with the warrior. Okay. You could be the warrior. We got Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information, which my last night read was about health. So, and Direction Guardian, choose your path. This actually came out in the reverse though. So maybe some of you are feeling drawn, all right, to get into holistic type of remedies and medicines. And maybe it's a direction you're being guided to do. Maybe it's something from a past life even, maybe you were a holistic, a medicine person, maybe you were a person who was, a native First Nations tribal person, who knows. But there's a lot of nature coming in right off the bat. But I do have a seer. I have a psychic right here. And I have a snake here. So that can represent change, transformation, because this card says shed the old. So even some of you might be transitioning, all right, being guided to go in a new direction. Maybe it takes bravery, But I feel like if somebody had a dream, I feel like somebody is building up courage to go after this, or building up courage to go after a dream. All right. However that resonates. We haven't even got into tarot yet. Someone could just be building up the strength to go toward another person, you know, that or that goal. All right. Knowledge right here, some sort of knowledge. Now here's a literal man. Usually in Kipper Lenormand it talks about being very literal. All right, so there's a woman in this deck and a woman didn't come out. So there could be a person who is a warrior, a person who has secret knowledge, a person who feels drawn to nature and to natural forms of healing. And this could be a person who's coming your way. You could be a person going their way. It could be natural healing and remedies that bring you guys together. And that's kind of what last night reading was, but I'm not picking up on that. I'm not picking up on health. I'm picking up on, I feel like there's a warrior, okay? And I am feeling like you guys could meet on that path, okay? You literally learning something, you can meet somebody on this path of learning, like if you were taking a class, if you're online, you were Zooming, okay, whatever. I feel like you could definitely meet somebody, align with somebody with those similar interests. But I mean, this is what's weird. I mean, like, I just feel like this person is just looking dead at you, or you're looking dead at them. And I do feel a very brave energy. And I feel a very mature energy as well, but it's, you know, a warrior heart, a brave heart. Somebody's coming for the victory, though. I can tell you that. I heard victory dance. I heard victory dance. Why would I hear that? So victory is what is here. Victory. I like that. Victory. A warrior spirit and victory is what this reading is giving off. The never-ending story. All right. All right. The never-ending story is sideways. We have imagine. We have somebody, you know, go to the sea, but it's reverse. Somebody who might have been conflicted. It's in the reverse. Okay. So, and we have flexible, and this is like a very healthy card. It's also making healthy moves and changes. All right. And about ready to do this. Or already 1 foot in the new life and 1 foot out of the old life. Okay. So very positive reading. This is not heavy. I can feel this is very positive. All right. But for some reason, we do have somebody who's sort of in their head about something. If you're in your head about a new direction, all right, a career change, and it's looking like you're going holistic, it's supported. If you're tinkering around with health ideals, okay, or getting into natural herbs and remedies, it looks positive. But it looks like you can, you know, meet somebody in that field, okay, a teacher or a person who shares your common interests. But if you are the person that this person has got their eye on, yep, they'd be coming. They'd be coming. And they're going to have that warrior spirit, okay? The warrior claims victory, okay? They fight for what they want, and because they go after and they fight for what they want, they're relentless, they end up getting what they want. Don't know why the never-ending story is there, because that's card number 37. You could be seeing 3s or 7s, but it turns to 10. And the imagination, a card of, you know, 20, which is 2. So this is a person, I feel, who is thinking about another person, and they're very brave, and they're about ready to just, you know, victory. Ooh, we have a baby here. I don't know, maybe a baby, or maybe a child is going to motivate somebody. Jackass. Ooh, why we got Jackass? We got Child and then Jackass right after. And then Truth, Discovery, Awakening. Okay. That's that psychic energy that I want to. And Karmic Reverse. Okay. These didn't fully come out. All right. We got Pop the Question. We got Queen Bee in reverse. We got also the STD. And then we have Karmic Lesson in reverse. Okay. Somebody, these didn't really come out. They sort of folded over, but somebody could have learned something about someone. Maybe somebody has learned something about a karmic, or somebody wants to avoid somebody. Maybe somebody even heard a rumor. I don't know. But we got Jackass, Love Spells. All right. There's a... Okay, I'm getting a message. Okay, if somebody... This is specific, but somebody could have got pregnant and then found out they had something when they went, how they do that STD test when you get pregnant. They do in America. I haven't had one in a long time because I haven't had a child in a long time. And I also haven't had any other reasons to get an STD test because you got to do things to get that right? I don't do those things. So it reminds me of that, like, or when you go, why is this coming out? This specific. This is not for the whole reading, but this card's calling to me. It's like when somebody goes and gets checked because they even want to have children or something like that, and it's like finding out something else. My STD card can mean that, but it also means other misfunctions in the reproductive area. So it could be somebody finds out something, okay, because we have Truth, Discovery, and Jackass. So Love Spell in reverse. Maybe somebody finds out something about that. I don't know. I want to pull some cards for that, though. All I know is we got Warrior and Victory, and that is what the hell I am going to be focused on. But tell me about let me just... I know some people are going to want this clarified right here. Love Child. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Two of Cups reverse. Page of... Somebody does find out some bad news. And it's like, you cheated on me because I didn't have anything. It's like that, right? Let's say a person knows they're clean. They've been checked out. They've been to the doctor. And then they Nine of Wands in the reverse with the Two of Cups. Page of Wands reverse. Judgment reverse. Seven of Swords. It's like somebody might find out somebody even cheated on them because somebody gets some sort of bad news. All right. That's the Love Child card. Tell me about Truth, Discovery, Awakening. Or maybe they found out from a seer, right? Maybe somebody even found out from a seer and somebody's like, don't mess with this person, This could happen. Don't mess with this person. I don't know, but the Devil reverse, the King of Pentacles reverse, and the Four of Pentacles reverse. We have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Three of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yeah, there's somebody watching you. And there's a person who's watching you for sure. All right. And they're going to be talking to you. And they're brave. They're going to be brave when they come in. They're going to have that warrior spirit. I feel like they are. You don't just get that overnight. I feel they are a brave person. I really do. Tell me. Ooh, one fell down. What fell? Oh, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Someone is about ready to make a move toward you. This whole other situation here, I feel like it's on the side. I don't know why it's even coming out, because it's showing up related to the warrior, okay? Whoever's watching you. Tell me about jackass. 4 wands, 3 of pentacles reverse. 4 of pentacles upright. Somebody sort of feels like a jackass for holding back. There is a person watching. Jackass is a harsh card, but you know, a clown. Let's say a clown. Somebody might just feel foolish. Okay, foolish. All right. Or maybe somebody's living a lifestyle and they're like waking up like, why the hell am I doing this to myself? Like, why am I putting myself out here when I know it's dangerous, when I know I could, you know, it's like this. It's like a person who stays in a 9 of wands energy. They just like to date, maybe sleep around, versus somebody who would want to commit. All right. And if 2 people are monogamous, chances are very low that somebody would bring home, you know, an STD, right? I do feel like somebody could be learning about some misplaced energy here, and they might be like, oh, no wonder. You know, there are people who will do stuff like that, and it's sad, but there are people, because I just heard, if I can't have you, then I'm going to make sure you don't settle down with nobody else. I don't know. Love spell. Tell me about love spell reverse. It could also be rumors, okay? Just take into context. It's like if somebody wants to break up and be with someone else, or just not break up to be with someone, just doesn't want to be with a person anymore, and then somebody spreads lies and rumors so that nobody else will get with them. Oh, they got an STD. You better not get with them. They gave me that. It could be a complete lie just so that, you know, somebody can keep somebody. Tell me about love spells. But I don't think that's going to work. 3 of Pentacles, yeah. There's somebody who's coming in, and maybe, you know, this is a card of work. So somebody is like, whatever that is, it's over. Whatever that is. And that's going to be specific. All of these cards here are not for everybody. Those are specific messages. But I can tell you that the overall message is there's a warrior. There's somebody with a warrior spirit. They're coming in to win. All right. They are coming in to win. Or you are. All right. Or you are. But it's strongly suggesting that it's an actual, you know, very strong masculine energy. Like a very brave warrior. Let's get into this. Let's see what else wants to come out. We got Leo in the reverse. We have Strength in the reverse. But remember, someone might be trying to build up their confidence. But I have Leo reverse here as well. Maybe somebody, you know, we got Leo and Aquarius in the reverse. But here's victory. Here's victory. Maybe with an earth sign. This is a card of Virgo. This is a card of 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's, you know, it's an exchange that may be about ready to happen here. And we got the Chariot behind that. Chariot did come out in the pre-shuffle from this deck. So on the bottom of the deck, I have Leo reversed twice. I have also Aquarius or a King of Swords. Air energy, fire energy in the reverse. But here's some victory here. Ooh. Give me some more cards to go with that. Oh. Here they are. They almost look like the same picture, too. This person could be really good looking. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of good looking cards coming out for this person. Alright. Could be someone... This a brave person. They could have arm tattoos. They could have a white car. They could... It doesn't really matter. No. They could be... They could be a hipster. I don't know. They could be a hipster. Okay. Very trendy. I like their shoes, whoever they are, because I like shoes too. I got Shoes. I love shoes. My shoes got to match my outfit. I don't know about how y'all feel. I ain't leaving the house unless my shoes match. But this is a person who's watching you, honey. And they're about to talk to you or message you, all right, about something. And I mean, this is a sweet person. They're romantic, but they're brave. They're brave AF, I heard. Brave AF. Brave. No, they recognize something about maybe a fire sign. It looks like they recognize something about... It could be a fire sign, or somebody cheated on them. They might realize something. Again, that's tied to this strong masculine warrior energy. The Seven of Swords is what wants to show me. And this is a person thinking about you, watching you, possibly from work. Two of Cups is what's on their mind. They could be moving away from a cheater, from a Leo, but they are a warrior. Everything is coming out a warrior. Okay, now we have a female warrior. So I think we got two warriors coming together. But this is a person who's about ready to come in. This is also they're letting go of somebody. It looks like strongly they find out something about another person. Or, you know, like I said, we have a seer here. They could totally have learned something through a seer and just not even going down the rabbit hole. Like, you know what I mean? Not everybody has to learn their lessons the hard way. Some people do take heed to the messages that they receive, and it could even be that way. But whatever this person is, whoever they are, they got their eye on you. They're brave, they're a warrior, they feel incredibly attracted and magnetized. And you guys could be different races, because literally two different races and two different races right there. So different background, ethnicity, but that's not going to stop you. Definitely not going to stop them, because, you know, this person, I'm seeing the bow and arrow, and there's like a bow and arrow. They got a bow and arrow for you, okay? They got their mind dead set on you. They're letting go of somebody. That landed on Seven of Wands reverse, Page of Cups reverse. They're genuinely letting go of somebody. Or you are. Again, there's somebody who's psychic. I got a seer and I got a high priestess. All right. I got psychic cards here. So it looks like somebody's releasing someone to go toward a seer. All right. A psychic. Maybe a tarot reader. Somebody's got victory on their mind, healing on their mind, and somebody is getting rid of... I think it's a lifestyle. I think really somebody's like, look, if I don't abandon this lifestyle that I'm living, you know, I could end up like this. All right. I could end up getting someone pregnant that I don't want to be with. I could end up getting an STD. I feel like someone's like almost using logic. You know, I feel like somebody, you know, but someone could find out about a cheater. All right. But I do have a lot of Leo in the reverse. Or maybe it's just saying that's why someone hasn't come toward you, because they're trying to, you know, build up their confidence within themselves. But I don't see them as not being confident. They are a warrior. They are brave. So let's clarify with this Leo card, Strength card reverse. Is this about confidence? Is this about a literal Leo? What is this? Or is this about they think you're the one? It is a power couple type of card. Look, I can't. We got the Ace of Pentacles reverse because of the Ace of Cups upright. Somebody is releasing somebody. Now, they're releasing somebody because they're in love with you, or because of something to do with a child, or sharing a child, or having one, or whatever. Because this Ace of Cups now matches the love, this child card. This is an Ace of Cups, right? Children are little blessings from heaven. Okay, until they hit the terrible twos. They're not a blessing, then they tear up your house. Turn up the stereo, blow your speakers. I'm joking. Don't let me just detour you from having children. They're very, very beautiful blessing. This could also be, you know, your children, grandchildren even, changing relationships, and then, you know, having some offspring soon after. Because with this kind of energy right here, yeah, with this kind of energy, something's going to happen, and something could pop out 9 months later. I'm not going to lie, but dead set on you. Dead set on you, or you're dead set on somebody, and you're going to go lock it in. I picked this deck because I saw this card, so it came out. You see this warrior. This is if you're stuck, if you think you're stuck, even if you're not stuck, this person is coming in, and they do got a page of cups on their mind. I'm not gonna lie, that page of cups is a fish, is a little fish. It's a little child. It's a little something something. It's love though, because you're not gonna make you're not gonna want to necessarily. You're not gonna want to have a child or share a life, or, you know, get a pet or a shared responsibility with somebody that you don't love. It's like somebody wants to lock it in and share with you this love and have this love grow. So it's like, you know, Aquarius, let's do this, let's have this, let's create this. So there's a lot of creation energy. I don't know what this person has gone through. There's a lot of stuff on their energy that's like, again, they might feel like a jackass. Like, you know, they just might feel like the lifestyle they're living is taking them away from what they want. You know what I mean? If they wanted to have a family, well, this lifestyle is, they might end up with a family, but it might not be with the person they chose. It could be because of something reckless, right? Or literally they could have, it does look like they're ending a relationship. Okay, it does look like that. And that's straight up on Leo, because they have this love and anticipation, I heard, with you. Of course, they've not messaged. Isn't that every Aquarius video lately? No, they haven't messaged you. They just want you. They just want you. They just feel for you. But they hold back. I feel this is changing. Especially the 9 of Wands, the Lover's card, the 2 of Cups. There's just... They're coming in strong, and they are coming in warrior mode. Warrior mode. Tell me about that 9 of Wands. And if they're not coming towards you, you might be in warrior mode, but you're gonna know it. You're gonna know it because you're gonna be like you're about ready to go pounce on somebody. But I really feel like this is someone looking at you. I feel like they're looking dead at you. Or they're looking dead at you. Okay, maybe you're with this person and you guys are looking at each other with these, you know, baby making eyes. You got... I'm itching the palm of my hand. That's money, ain't it? I don't believe in superstition and myths, but being that I married 2 people who were descendants of Puerto Rico, I seem to have found out about all the superstitions there are. And this is supposed to mean money. So maybe, and this is money. All right. I never rub my, and like I said, I don't believe in superstition, but whatever. This person's about ready to come in, and they're coming in for keeps. I see like a little child here, a little dog. It's like Life with Aquarius 2.0. You know, they've got it all figured out. Now, who's calling? I think that's my brother. That's family. My brother is family. And let's see if this is a confirmation of family. Yep, that was my brother. So, confirmation. This person, and right here, clarity. Truth, Ace of Swords. This person definitely wants to spend the rest of their life with you. Okay. They want to build something real special with you, and they are coming in warrior stance. Tell me about that 7 of Wands reverse. Yeah. Whew, I told you they're walking from someone. I told you they're walking away from somebody. Look at that. And this person probably has money. Look how nice they're dressed. Their shoes. I can vibe with this person right here. Me and this person, we could go out with some nice shoes. I'm telling you. Yes. They're probably leaving this person because they can't match their shoes to their outfit. I'm being funny. I'm being silly now, but yeah. There's a person who dresses nice, or they take pride in their appearance, like Leo energy. But they are definitely walking away. For surezies. Okay. They're walking away. Seven of Wands reverse. 10 of Wands is reverse on top of that. Now that 10 of Wands, like I said, all right, 10 minus 1 is 9. Here we are. I'm giving you a math class. That is the 9 of Wands. So there is, it's like, just let me push him, right? Or the straw that broke the camel's back. But I feel like it's warrior pose, warrior stance. Maybe someone does yoga, but it's like warrior stance. It's like, okay, I know what I want. I want Aquarius. I don't want this with this person. This person might just end up cheating on me, or this person, blah, 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 whatever. They done did the talk in their head. Funny thing is I don't see any hermit energy, which used to come out a lot. So I think somebody who was thinking and thinking and thinking now gets out of their head. Page of Pentacles. Reverse. All they have to do is just come toward you and talk. They could have already left this person, or is, but you know, everything comes out at the same time here in the reading. So in the readings, it always sounds like somebody left and coming straight to you. But just remember, it's just the reading. Spirit is giving the storyline. Doesn't mean that it happens exactly like in a week, right? Something ending. This is the year of endings. Okay, so this relationship with these two people could be ending because of an affair. It doesn't really matter how it's ending. Could be ending because somebody found out something. It doesn't really matter. All I know is that energy, not your energy. You're the energy of got their eye on you. Page of Cups is reversed twice. They want something with you. I see the pig. Someone could be born the year of the pig. Someone could be Pisces. It doesn't really matter. But I do have Pisces, Virgo energy, Gemini energy, Leo energy, Cancer energy. Page of Swords, more Gemini energy. But this person's watching, and it's an Emperor. They're watching. They're playing for keeps. This person wants to marry you. And that's why this person is doing all of this. Okay. This person is a good emperor too, because this is the energy of the emperor. The emperor is just. The emperor is fair. It could be a young emperor too. It could be. Or a young spirited person. But they don't let their tenderness... I heard shyness also. Maybe they're shy around you. Don't let their tenderness, their shyness, don't let their youth, if they're younger or someone's younger, don't let any of that distract you from who this person really is. Make no mistakes. This person is a brave warrior. They are. Especially when they want something. And looks like they want you, baby. Eight of Pentacles. The focus is about to be all on you. I don't think this person ever wanted to, you know, settle down, or they weren't thinking about it. Maybe they thought they were too young because, you know, King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Or maybe somebody feels like they weren't ready, right? Like, I need more money. I need more this. You know, I don't want to settle down until I have a certain amount of money, right? And then that's very logical. That's very Emperor energy. The Emperor is like that. I don't want to get married. I don't want to settle down until I have all of my ducks in a row. Well, but then meeting you. Okay. Or watching you. Or you are the one that's like, maybe I'm not going to wait for all that. You know? I'm not going to wait for all that. But it looks like they're leaving a relationship. Knight of Cups. Yeah, they're not. Their heart is not invested in whoever they're leaving. Or left. Cancer energy. Maybe... even somebody left someone during Cancer season. We got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Moving on. Moving on, honey. Whoever this warrior is, they're moving away from somebody. They're definitely breaking up with someone, or they already have. They want victory. They know what they want. They want you, and they might want something with you that grows inside and incubates somewhere. Doesn't mean it's a baby, but it could be they want to start and grow something with you. They want to spend their life with you. So, of course, if you want to spend your life with somebody, whether you have children or not, you have these anticipations, and they have these anticipations. I want to do this with Aquarius. I want to do that with Aquarius. I want to do this. And, you know, and they also see you as the person to do it with, especially if they're walking away from a whole person or situation. High Priestess, Page of Pentacles. Why is that Ace of Wands? Maybe they want to see if you feel the same way. But I mean, these two feel the same way about each other. This is not one-sided. So I think you're going to feel very passionate toward this person as well. Because I think that you guys vibe. At least your shoes match. I'm just being funny. I feel so funny today because yesterday's readings were heavy and I'm out of that energy. I'm not going to be in it. Tell me about that Ace of Wands. Yesterday's energy was so heavy for me. I feel very playful. Maybe a life path 5 somewhere. Playful. All right. Change. Literally change. 4 of coins here. It's like, this always reminds me of, you know, Spirit about ready to give somebody a beat down. You know, it's like spirits behind this person saying, you better stop holding back and move. Especially if you have these expectations and anticipations with Aquarius, you better stop holding back. You better move. They might feel a very strong nudge to move. Yeah. And here it is. Right here it is on the bottom of the deck. And then we're going to close out. Anyway, here it is. Coming out. High Priestess reverse. I'm going to tell you how I feel. And we don't know where this is going to go. But we're going to start. And nobody knows where. Nobody knows. Even the seers don't know 100% the way life is going to go. Because as we're living our life, we can make decisions every day. And we can make decisions to keep ascending. Stay where we're at. Back it up a little bit. You know. But this person is taking a chance. They're coming in very brave, warrior, okay? They are a warrior. That is who they are. But I think they're also very soft. I think they're very sexy. I think they're very passionate. Like, the way they see you as a total package, I think they're also the total package. Anyway, congratulations if this is your reading, I don't think it's a bad reading. We're going to close out with the Moonology card. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Or morning or night or whenever you're watching it. We have look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. We are in Saggy season, and this person is this close. Like, they're right there. They're coming. Anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you in your next video, and namaste, my friends.